Hello friends, welcome to a new video, a new week, a new project. I cannot wait to get started on this one. Hair is a mess as usual. I think I've decided to let it just grow, which means it's a complete disaster. So if you have any tips for how to style it while growing it out to a length where I can actually do anything about it, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we'll just have to live with this, I guess, for a while. Also, I wish I could have put on some makeup today, but I have been very stressed lately and my skin has gone haywire. So here we are. But we'll deal. We always do. So last week we made the pajama pants that I cannot wait to wear for Christmas. This week we're going to make a matching item or a complementary item. We are going to make this one. This is the self-made kimono pattern, robe pattern, and it's actually the same one that I'm wearing right now. I made this one a little over a year ago. I made one for me and I made one for my sister for Christmas. I also made matching toiletry bags. Don't have mine here right now, but I made one for me, one for my sister. She had got a pink one, robe and toiletry bag, and I made light blue. But I am going to make another one now, and this time, because it's Christmas, surprising to no one, the color will be red, of course. So I got this waffle fabric that I washed weeks and weeks and weeks ago, sometime this summer. And I can't remember how much of it I got, but there's quite a lot. It's not very wide, especially not since I washed it, because it's, so you can see it it pulls together. So I'm trying to decide if I need to iron it first, or if it's simply better to cut it as is. Because if I iron it, cut the project, excuse me, cut the project, make my kimono and all that, wear it, have to wash it, it will pull together like this again and become like this really waffled structure. So I think it's better to just keep it like this and cut it as such. Now, this pattern is an XL, which is a bit too small for me. It fits to my waist, from my waist up. From my waist down, it could be a little wider, because I do have this big bum, you know. So I think, I can't remember what I did last time. I can't remember if I made it slightly bigger then. I don't think I did. But I think I will do that this time, because I don't know, I can't film it so I can show you right now. But it's gaping a little bit in the front. It doesn't quite overlap in the front when I'm standing up. So I think I'm going to add in some fabric from the waist down. See if I can make that work somehow, so that I get a little more width around my butt and belly and the larger parts of me. So yeah, let's just get cutting. Let's get cutting. And yeah, let's start there. so we pretty much Bob Rossed our way through the cutting of that fabric, because it is very, how shall we put it, bubbly. And yeah, so what I found was that when I was going to cut the front pieces, I didn't quite have the space to add on as much extra as I wanted, but I did add on extra at the back. So like I said, we'll Bob Ross our way through this thing and get it together anyway. So anyhow, all the pieces have been cut now, except for this lining piece that I am omitting. It's for the on the collar, because I don't need it. This fabric is too thick and too heavy, and if I'm going to add lining to it, it's just going to be very stiff. I know this because I tried to do that on my other kimono when I made that last year, and even that I felt was too much. I didn't want it as stiff. So if I have like a really thin, really flowy fabric, then sure, absolutely, but not for this one. So coming up next is overlocking all the pieces, and yeah, that's probably going to take a while, but overlocking the pieces, and then we can start pinning things together. Wow, that was quite an ordeal to get all of this overlocked, this entire pile of fabric, because for some reason, excuse me, my overlocker seems to totally hate this fabric. I have no idea what it is. It just kept breaking the thread in the right hand needle, and only that one, time and time and time again, and I've had to rethread it, I don't know how many times, 18, 20, a million. But I'm finally done. I've overlocked all the pieces and I'm exhausted. So I'm going to take a break until tomorrow, and then I'm going to continue then to assemble all the pieces, and hopefully my other sewing machine is not quite as hateful towards my fabric. Because, seriously? Oh man, oh well. So, break for dinner and some knitting and just relaxing, and back to it tomorrow. Houston, we have a problem. Remember how I said I did not need to cut out this piece because it's the lining for the opening of the kimono robe, and this fabric is so heavy that I'm not going to need it. But what I do need, however, is the fabric part that's going on the inside around the entire opening. So I do need to cut out this in the fabric. Problem is, I need 2 of these, and as you can see, it's very long. Problem is, the only fabric I have left is this piece and this piece. So yeah. But what I think I can do is, I think I can cut 4 pieces this width. That is almost half the length of this pattern piece. Ooh, let's see if I can find it. There we go. It's almost half this length. There's like, yay, much missing. And then I can get the last 2 remaining pieces out of this smaller one. So I will just have to connect them, stitch them together. Since it's on the inside, I figure it's fine. It's not like it's going to show anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to attempt to cut out as much as I need. And then we're going back to the serger and trying to overlock those sides, side bits, which was a total hassle yesterday. This is a new day, by the way. Wearing a new linen is not the same as yesterday. It's just really warm inside. So we're gonna do that, and then we can finally start pinning and putting pieces together. So fingers crossed now that I can get as much length as I need from these tiny pieces I've got left. And yeah, I think I can do it. Let's go. Okay, time to sew. I have got the loops for the belt, and somehow, I'm not sure how this happened, the belt part I have managed to cut into pieces instead of one long. So it's whatever, I'll just stitch them together in the middle and it'll work just fine. Okay, I've had a quick lunch, quick bite to eat, did some hot cocoa, some toast. It was lovely. And now we are getting back to sewing. I have finished the thingamabobs for the belt loops. There we go. And I have also done the belt. Now you're supposed to sew this inside out, leave an opening, flip it, and then just pull it all to the right side. But guys, not this amount of fabric. I'm not doing it. So I instead opted for sewing from the right side. So that's what I did. Now I have a Zoom meeting coming up any second here now. So I'm going to be watching that while continuing to work on the kimono. So I will be doing the shoulder seams, and I will be setting in the sleeves. And yeah, should be pretty quick from here, I think. Hopefully. Okay, where are we at? Oh, I need to sneeze. Whew. Oh dear. One of my lights just died. Probably need to charge it, but it's fine. It's fine. I have stitched the shoulder seams. I have stitched the sleeve and the side seam on both sides. I've tried it on. It is huge. It is snuggly, comfy. It fits. Yay! And I now need to add in like the edge around the opening in front. So let's figure out how to do that. This would be... Am I sewing this right sides to right sides? No, wait. Because I need to fold it. Oh, good heavens. Right sides to right sides. And then I would fold it. Yeah. Right side to right side. That has to be correct. It has to be. Okay. This is going to take some time pinning, so I'm gonna get on that. We're making progress. I have just added in this long edge that goes all around the opening, and next up I'm going to fold it in and kind of top stitch from the right side. Where's the seam? There it is. I'm going to top stitch it from the right side so that it lays flat towards the inside. And then I need to do I need to add in the belt loops, and I need to do the hemming of the bottom and around the sleeves, and I think that's pretty much it. So we're getting close to the goal here. Now I'm gonna say there is an explanation here for how to do things. I'm using that more as a suggestion than anything else, because it's not that critical. It's a robe, it's a kimono, it's a fluffy fabric, so I'm pretty much just putting things together, and it works just fine. Just fine. And also this sewing machine seems to be a lot more content working with this fabric than my serger was for some reason, but I'm very pleased about that, because that serger session, I can speak, serger session yesterday, whew, boy, yeah. So I'm going to continue and just pin this in place, and I'm going to do the top stitching around the edge, and I'll do the hemming on the bottom and around the sleeves, put in the belt loops. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. Here she is, we're done. It is huge. It feels a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Like really fluffy and voluminous and all that. But I like it. It's intended for winter and Christmas. Excuse me, I'm just gonna move that paper bag. But yeah, I did make a mistake. Like I said, we have been Bob Rossing our way through this project. So I did make a mistake for this edge, because I thought, let me show you. First it was just going to be like on the inside, you know, that long strip that I hadn't cut, but when I looked at my other robe, I realized it is supposed to be a double folded edge, and I did not do that. I just attached it to the inside, and when I was going to try it on to, you know, film it and show the finished project, I realized that at the bottom here it just wanted to fold outwards, and I had to go back and look at the description of the thing, and that's when I realized that, oops, I had attached it the wrong way. So what I did is, well, I could either just unpick the whole thing, but this fabric, I don't know if you can see that on camera, there's like a lot of threads here, so that would be really, really difficult to do in a meaningful way. So I opted to just simply stitch it down, do another stitch here, so it's like a, I don't know, almost like a lapel, I guess. Is that the word? Anyhow, here she is, all done. Quite happy, quite warm. Goes nicely with my pajama bottoms, sweatpant bottoms. So even if it's a cold Christmas, I'm all set. So yeah, that is this week's project. And I'm all set for a comfy Christmas, at least. Yeah, might do something a little bit different next week, you'll see. But yeah. Also, I think this project would have been a lot easier to do if I had ironed this fabric first. Especially my serger did not enjoy working with this fabric. But the thing is, if I ironed the fabric first, it would mean that every time I washed this garment, I would have to iron it again to, you know, get that same measurements and all that. And I do not iron a garment like this. I just don't. So that's why I opted to just keep it as it is and just, you know, work with it as is. So it was a bit more work, a bit more hassle to get it done, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Absolutely. So yeah, here she is. And I'm ready for a comfy Christmas at least. Yeah. Oh, my hair is a mess today. What can you do? What can you do? So, well, that's it for this week. I am going to wrap it up right here. Go and edit this video and upload it for you. And I'll see you next week. Bye.